Call me, beat me, if you wanna reach me, if you wanna page me, that's ah! Why didn't you tell me where to start thing?
Call me, beat me, if you wanna reach me.
Greetings, world of the internet. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and welcome to Squirrel Talk Review. I know Disney Channel is in a bit of a slump right now, but it wasn't that long ago when it was on top of the world with shows like Kim Possible. She's just a basic average girl that spends her time trying to play super spy. And while that might sound a bit similar to a few modern shows Disney is trying to run, I assure you, Kim Possible could beat the stuffing out of them. She was awesome, epic, had a comedic sidekick, and evil baddies out to conquer the world. It was so good, in fact, that they got an entire extra season, and they hyped this thing up to no end, that one of their most popular shows was going to stick around. But, like many other shows that don't know when to quit, they probably should have just ended the show right there. Because the entire final season sucks. And guess which season this episode is from? That was also the year that Disney got weird. Not necessarily bad, but weird decisions regarding their shows. Like thinking That's So Raven would work without half the family. Or all of their shows suddenly went from having no credit sequences to all of them having them. They still thought Shorty Shorty Short Short Show would work, or American Dragon completely changing its animation style. What show completely changes its animation style in the middle of its run? But we're not getting into whether those were good ideas or not. We're looking at the downfall of Kim Possible. This is Trading Faces. Our 4th season episode opens with
When Pants Attack,
and then introduces the younger siblings of Kim Possible.
You didn't open the dryer, did you? Our experiment!
You know, if your experiment requires hazmat suits, you probably should have your own lab, or at least given the household a heads up. But what's more important to point out in this opening sequence is another case of weird Disney. Her younger brothers are smart now. Not that they weren't smart before, they were pretty much normal troublemaking boys in prior seasons. But here, geniuses. No explanation, no build-up, super geniuses now. So Kim forgets her cheer girl outfit and heads for school.
Late! Sorry, the tweebs.
No, if you were late, all these people would be in class now. That's the go-to-class bell. Which I'd like to point out, they are not going to class very fast. So the gimmick of this extra season is Kim Possible and friends are in their senior year of high school, and all the senioritis that comes with it.
Hey, hi, excuse me, seniors.
I don't care if he's a senior, it's Ron. Don't let him get away with that. But it's time to introduce the conflict of the episode.
Seniors, it's all good.
Which way to homeroom?
Huh? Homeroom? What do you mean, homeroom?
That room you go to before you go to your other classes? You'd think a senior would know the basics.
Try middle school, about 4 miles that way.
We're not in middle school anymore. We've been skipped ahead.
We're freshmen!
Now, there is only one decent course of action that you can take in a situation like this. It's called freshman hazing. Get 'em! Or you can scream, you can do that too. But that's not what's important, it's epic theme song time!
Oh yeah! I'm your basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world.
The song's still great, still holds up, still screams Kim Possible, even if the visuals aren't quite as epic as they once were. The song still holds true. You have got to love it. So we cut back to Kim dealing with her intruding siblings.
No way, you two are freshmen. Hey, Amanda, see you in science. It must be a mistake, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
So we're introduced to this guidance counselor who's overseeing the twins' transition into high school. It seems that the strategy here is to put the siblings into high school and force more interactions and drama with them to keep the show interesting. And definitely not annoying and boring. The twins demonstrate multiple times throughout the final season that they are definitely well beyond even high school education. So they are literally just here to cause more drama and screw with their sister's life. And what happens when they try and force more drama into the school to be like every other drama out there? There's less Super Spy Mission to go around. Speaking of which, mission finally starts as they meet a friend who's gotten herself into a bit of a pickle.
Dad, I stole cash from a safe at the rap party for that reality show Born to Shop.
Ooh, Born to Shop, starring Camille Leone, heiress to a vast cat food fortune, socialite, quick service restaurant spokesperson.
You're reading The Weekly Wonder again, aren't you?
She's a newsmaker, I'm a news taker.
She's like the most shallow person on earth.
Shallow is the new black.
Like I need to steal? My CD, Hail Bertina, went double platinum.
In Uruguay.
Camille?
Stop! She's the villain. She's mentioned 3 times, then shows up. Of course she's the villain. Granted, the villains in Kim Possible aren't known for their subtlety. They're more of the over-the-top, maniacal villains you'd see in the classic cartoons, and actually had evil plans with world domination in mind. It's actually a lot of fun this way. The mystery of who the villain is really isn't the point, but more of what he's up to this time. Back to the story, we meet the obvious villain and then make a big to-do about introducing her hairless cat.
That hairless thing. Hey! Oh, not that I'm judging.
Where are we going with this?
5 minutes.
Nice to meet you too, Camille.
Oh, I know.
I know we need some comedy to cut to as the teens discuss whatever it is, but just no! Just no! We see some footage from the tech guy Wade behind the scenes that shows the girl behind bars stealing things. I know the evidence is pretty compelling, but we already know she didn't do it. We know that she did it!
I'll enhance the footage and get back to you.
Please and thank you.
Between
What was that? You literally swung her around to the same place just to continue talking to her. I know this show is supposed to be action-packed, but that's not how you fill the quota. It's a good thing more people don't talk like that. What? You have something you wish to say to me? Ah! No, I don't want to talk to you!
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
I'm sure. I don't.
Suspects?
Just name off all your suspects/victims/references, please. So we cut to a kind of award show that obvious not villain somehow knows is going to be the next target. And we take a brief moment to look at the winning clip that is not about Kim Possible.
34, 52, clear.
Dead. Also dead. That's great entertainment, folks.
Is in the house.
I don't see MC Honey. Maybe she's in the green room.
So they find MC Honey hanging out in the grain room, alone, while they're announcing awards that she might be a part of. What are you doing in here? We fill our cheese quota and move on to the conflict.
Diggity Z, did you see who did it?
The world saw it. She ran across the stage. MC Honey, straight up.
Say what? But I was with her the whole time.
That is true. She has a very reliable witness. Or witnesses, if you count these two, that can definitely vouch for her whereabouts. I'm sure they can straighten everything, or we just let her get arrested without saying anything. Because we've got to get back to school. Oh, and it looks like Wade's dug up some development from the first theft. That's still the same girl. Stealing the same stuff. Wade, don't call unless you have something important to say. Oh, that's right. We have a Wade quota we have to fill, too. At least have some kind of development or clue. Don't just replay the same footage and call it development. So let's get back to school.
maybe you've got a shapeshifter on your hands. Yeah, just like Magma Mike and Crater Raiders. Mike fooled everyone by...
Because we need more embarrassing moments between Kim and the twins that really should be in college. Case in point, They're in the same class now. They are taking senior-level courses and showing outstanding intellect while embarrassing their sister all the way.
The probability of event A is determined by dividing the number of ways A can occur by the total number of ways anything can occur.
Correct. Now, give me an example.
The probability of our sister taking less than 40 minutes in the bathroom every morning, 0. She sings in the shower.
Tim!
And finishes her homework on the...
You'll know she could quite literally beat you black and blue. And Miss Guidance Counselor isn't going to protect you when you get home. Cut to lunchtime. Pass through an overhyped fantasy and find the senior table has been cut.
Aw.
Suck it up, people! The senior lunch budget has been reassigned to the SKIP program.
The skip program?
I don't work for free.
How much do they pay you to just walk around two boys with a clipboard? But that's not the biggest shock of mealtime.
Serious! In compliance with district guidelines, we have been ordered to divulge the contents of mystery meat.
Mystery meat. From the slaughterhouse to your house.
Turn away! Turn away! Cut! We find the twins are making friends with Kim Possible's mortal high school enemy, Bonnie. You two are quite literally doing everything in your power to make high school a living hell for your sister. And you're geniuses, so I know you're doing this on purpose. Cut to later and finally Wade actually contributes something.
Looks like Bertina was in 2 places at the same time.
Twin sisters?
Nope, I checked. Only child.
Wade, you are really slipping. Normally you'd be able to find such crucial hints a lot sooner. Next you'll tell me you were practically sitting on evidence that could have backed up Kim's claim earlier.
And get this.
Wade, were you asleep at the keyboard or something? The twins move in now on her intel gathering and point out the obvious.
Wait, did you run background on Camille? Since she's the common denominator.
And they all come to the conclusion. The villain is... the villain. So now we move on to the next gimmick of Kim getting a ride. And we need to force the twins into the plot even further.
No way, you two are going to the mall with us.
Actually, honey, taking Jim and Tim along sounds like a swell idea.
Sure beats babysitting at home while your father and I are out.
Babysitting? They're old enough to be in high school, but not old enough to stay home by themselves?
Not without vaporizing the garage.
And look, these two would totally do it just to spite you. The twins continue to trample and wedge their way into Kim Possible's life by getting a ride that Wade couldn't arrange.
Thanks for the ride, Mr. Sinclair.
Oh, it's the least I could do after you tutored my Kenny in calculus.
Derivatives of inverse functions. So not the drama.
Can you not?
You can use hickabicaboo.
Ugh, why would I?
No, we don't need anyone else saying that overused line. So while Kim and Ron point out the next target and whatever else they're doing, the twins start doing some actual detective work.
Page 172. This summer, Camille visited a Dr. Beaufox. Hickabicaboo? Beaufox. Plastic surgeon. Unlicensed. Rogue. Whoosha!
Are you sure that these two are geniuses, or did everyone else just take stupid pills this morning? So while the twins are off on their own investigation, Kim wants a pair of socks.
Country Club Banana, the flagship store.
Hey, go drop some bills, KP. I'll start the Leon hunt.
Are you kidding? You have to pass a credit check just to get in the door.
And happens to run into Camille coming out of the store.
Hey, I wonder if you could do me a favor.
Oh, I don't do makeovers. And I am kind of in a rush.
Well, see, that's funny. There's this pair of socks at CCB that I've saved up for, and since I'm not a zillionaire like you, they won't even let me in. But you, I'm sure, can pass the credit check.
Yeah, duh. But I can't be seen buying socks. Ew, socks are gross.
Socks are gross?
Ron, she can't go in. Disinherited?
But she just came out of the store, and therefore has to have been able to go in there in the first place. Plus, you gave her no reason to buy you socks. And no sooner does Camille leave the scene, but the diamond they pointed out earlier was stolen by another friend of Camille.
I think you're onto something.
Oh, I know I am. What?
There's a camera at every theft.
Rookie mistake. I mean, a smart thief wouldn't get caught on tape.
But a really smart thief would see to it somebody else gets caught.
And an actual intelligent thief would make sure that they don't use the identity of a celebrity on film 24/7. Back to school to have more possible turmoil. Funny, because weren't we already having that?
And be another theft.
Try some 1 or some 2.
Oh yeah, meant to tell you. Your brothers have a theory.
Gah! Dweebs, you don't belong at my school or on my mission.
But don't you want to know what we uncovered reading Camille's book?
No, I've cracked it. Almost.
Look, just because they're annoying doesn't mean they didn't find out something or what they're saying isn't relevant. They've helped you out on missions before and been quite good at it. They ditch the twins and head off to Camille's next public appearance.
I know I can't afford. You think she'll steal clothes?
We can rule out socks.
How about a rare blue diamond necklace that's being worn with the dress?
Booyah.
That's the target.
Oh, I miss the days when she'd be infiltrating an enemy's lair and dodging traps and goons along the way. We cut back to the twins as they followed their own leads.
Oh, really? Nanomorphing, Radical enough for you?
Nanomorphing? Shape-shifting.
You mean she really is a shapeshifter? Quite literally the first thing they suggested when they were forced themselves onto this little venture? I know the villains themselves weren't very subtle, but their grand plans and strategies weren't so cut and dry, and simple, and boring. So with a few convenient turns of events later, Kim is now the model wearing the necklace about to be stolen. And the villain makes her move.
MC Honey?
It's not MC Honey, Kim!
You already used that identity? And your victim is already in jail. Could you get any dumber? Why, yes, she can. Reveal to the world that she is a shapeshifter. What exactly is her plan after this? Other villains in this don't care too much about subtlety because their grand plans involve global domination. A shapeshifter can be a very difficult adversary for any hero to defeat, but she's so particular about who she turns into. No wonder they had to introduce a new villain for this dumb plan. None of the other villains would be so stupid. So Kim chases after the shapeshifter.
Fun! I thought you went the other way.
What other way? She's not in wardrobe. Hey, I'm already here. Kim, it's Camille. I'm not Camille, she is.
Hit the one with the hands on his hips and clearly not very masculine.
Please don't put my hands on my hips. Guys, don't do that.
But only one. Rufus.
And now the cat wants to eat Rufus. Make up your minds. Kim chases and tackles fake Ron to the ground, but Camille uses the ancient art of cat fighting to break free. Really? That one move is your weakness that you can't counter or deflect? It's a good thing Shigo never used this move. She was too busy using advanced martial arts, power fists, and lasers to beat Kim Possible. When really, the secret to getting the better of Kim Possible is... all it takes is... and no more Kim Possible. Draken wins. Camille continues to easily outwit Kim and makes a break for it. But not before Kim smacks her with a tracking device, which immediately gets accidentally spread across the entire room, making it completely pointless. I guess it is going to end on a cliffhanger with the bad guys getting away. Pretty common occurrence, actually, but you did let her expose her little secret to the whole world, after all.
Neil could be anyone.
Oh no, my only weakness, a cat sitting on my lap. Now I'm completely helpless and can't use my advanced combat moves. Bad guys led away, and we go to wrap up the twins plot. The overly expensive guide here says they should go to another school to help Kim's mental health, which is commendable, but due to the stupid pills Kim was on, wants them to stay put, so that they can be forced into future plot lines. And just like with every other show in that weird Disney year, they have a credit sequences. And they demonstrate they don't know what to do with their credit sequences. Kim Possible has credit sequences now because Disney told them to. And no, I didn't want to see any more of this. No, I don't need visions of them doing it. No, ew.
That is so wrong.
Kim Possible is awesome. I think we can all agree on that. But I think what we can also all agree on is that the fourth season sucks. It has seemed to have lost its way. The villain wasn't villainy enough. The characters are morons or annoying. Kim's brothers are showing her up on everything, and that's annoying. I still don't know why they suddenly made them geniuses aside from maybe trying to cash in on what Johnny Test was doing.
Did you really think you could sneak into our lab using an elaborate series of pulleys and some spy music?
I don't know what the strategy was. Finally, Kim Possible is just not being the same Kim Possible. She's off, unfocused. The whole show is. It was either trying something new or it was trying too hard to be like every other show out there, with more goofy teenage drama and conflict, and fading away from the super spy stuff because no one else was doing it. So my final say is, go check out Kim Possible. But stay away from anything past season 4. It's still fun, it still holds up, I have fond memories, and once in a while I do find myself watching them again. But these final episodes, I avoid. I am the Great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk Review. I thank my loyal subjects for watching. Please like and subscribe to me now. Also, you may donate any monies you wish to donate to me here at my Patreon account.